is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all on this Saturday. Obviously, a lot of people may or may not know this is a low-key news. Only the real hoopers and the real basketball followers know, but I want to make it for y'all, for people that don't know. This is a small acquisition that could possibly take a lot of notice in the next couple days, which is Kenneth Faried. He's expected to sign with the Houston Rockets. He got waived from the Nets. I kind of seen it coming at the end of the day because Kenneth Faried, I still feel like he was going to make a roster. I knew that he was going to get waived a while ago. I didn't know who he was going to go to because a lot of people felt like he's outdated. He doesn't play that well. He'd be out of the NBA. But I knew that he was going to eventually get bought out because he doesn't really play that much for the Brooklyn Nets. He only played 12 games this season, and he averaged 9.8 minutes, so they really wasn't using him. But he still was valuable in the time that he played, giving you 5 points, 3 rebounds, 59% from the field. He's a guy that's going to use effort and energy to make an impact on the team that he's going to be on. He's not really going to be a significant change, but with the Rockets, I think he'd be a perfect fit because you have people that create shots for him, and you have people that create attention that takes away from Kenneth Faried. He's a sneaky guy. Whether it's slipping to the pick and roll or staying around the basket, he's a guy that if you don't pay attention, we seen it in Denver, and that's how he got his contract. If you don't pay attention to him, he's going to eat you up. He's going to fight every possession. He's going to try to grab rebounds. He's going to, be always active. And I think the Rockets need that because I feel like they can get a little bland and a little stagnated offensively and defensively. They need something like, and I said the same about Austin Rivers. They need players that they use, and I feel like Kenneth Faried can be Nene. Only difference is Nene will shoot if he has to. He will fade away or he'll do a stop and pop if he has to. But right now, they don't really have Nene doing anything but really rolling to the rim hard and basically staying around the paint. And if you can have Nene at the age that he's at, fill that role now that they got rid of the guy from China and Clint Capella is out. Why can't you do the same thing with Kenneth Faried? He can do exactly what Nene can do for you. Only thing that's different is Nene is much taller. Other than that, I think that they're very similar players outside that Kenneth Faried won't shoot and he only 6'8". Other than that, he's 220 pounds. He sets solid screens and he's a guy that, does the dirty work. And I think that the Rockets, this could be a perfect fit for him. I don't think he's going to really change the way they play or be this crazy acquisition, kind of like what Josh Smith was a couple years ago. But I think this is just another solid addition. You get a guy that knows how to play, played in the playoffs, played in the West already, and when he does get opportunity, he really maximizes that. And I feel like you get the same thing out of a lot of the players on the Rockets is they know what they're on the court to do. And that's something that Kenneth Faried brings to the table. He knows what he is. He's not trying to be more. He's not trying to be worse. But if you ask him to do things, he's willing to do it. And I feel like the Rockets, with how James Harden controls the offense and how he always wants screens or wants somebody to switch on him or he wants to go downhill or play at the top of the key, Kenneth Faried is one of those guys that if you're not watching, you're not keeping up with him, he's going to hurt you. And I think the Rockets need a guy like that, honestly. I just want to see who they're going to cut because obviously they need the roster space. And this is a roster that they're playing everybody that they can play at this point because obviously Carmelo hasn't really done anything. Clint Capella is out. Chris Paul is out. Eric Gordon just got back. So at the end of the day, this team has been going through a lot of ups and downs, and they have been able to be a destination that players want to go because they know they're trying to win and they're not scared of the Warriors. And I think at the end of the day, that's something that we all see. Obviously, they just beat the Warriors not too long ago, and James Harden was going toe to toe, and he wasn't scared. He even took the shot that basically closed the game. And I feel like at the end of the day, Kenneth Faried can be a long term or a short term patch. He's a guy that can play, and he's a guy that really understands the game. But one thing I say is they're going to miss Clint Capella because Nene and Faried is not going to get it done defensively. Clint Capella can guard multiple positions, and he can switch and stay with guards and contest in the paint and contest the jump shots. And at the end of the day, stay with him when they drive past him, and he can even block shots like I done seen many times. I think that that's going to be the most thing they're going to miss trying to replace Capella is that he's a versatile player, and I feel like he's been playing harder defensively the last 2 months. In the beginning, I feel like he was playing solid defense, but I feel like he picked it up a little bit on the boards, and they needed him to do more because Chris Paul was out, so he was averaging a career high in points and rebounds because they needed him to do more. And now that he's out, I feel like they trying to find somebody that can still give them that inside presence. And Faried is going to be that guy. He's mobile. He's athletic. He can cover space. And at the end of the day, he can guard fours and fives. So I think he's not a spectacular defender. He's not a great defender. He's not going to change that. But at the end of the day, he gives you something that you need at this point, which is depth at the front court spot. And at the end of the day, this guy can be a double-double. If you need him, like say he only played 10 minutes with the Nets, if you need him to play 25 to 35 minutes, I feel like he can give you a double-double every game as long as you have the right pieces around him on the court and in certain lineups. Like I said, he is a liability because he can't shoot threes, he can't stretch the floor, and he's not a great defender. But if you have him out there with the right players, the right lineups, which we know Mike D'Antoni is an offensive genius, and I think that looking at this roster, they have Gary Clark, and he's 6'8". Carmelo is the other person that's 6'8", but he's not playing. And then they have Isaiah, which he's 7 feet, but he's not better than Kenneth Faried at this point. And then they have the 6'11" Nene, and that's really it. And most of those players not even rotation players. And like I said, PJ Tucker, you like playing him because he can stretch out the floor at that position, but he also brings versatility defensively, and he's going to be playing that small ball four. And sometimes, Kenneth Faried might be asked to play the five. And I feel like his mobility can help him play that position. But it's going to be weird seeing Faried because he hasn't played on a big team in a while. He hasn't really played in any big games in a while. And I want to see how he takes this opportunity, honestly, because, the way his career is going, he's on his way out of the league. And it's going to be interesting to see he has a chance to really rebrand himself and play for a team that gets a lot of attention, a lot of people watching, a lot of people scouting, but also he plays for a team that that's very interested in him, and they're willing to take the gamble to cut somebody just to pick him up and give him valuable minutes. So if that happens, I think Kenneth Faried has to have that in the back of my mind. Like, this could be my last big opportunity to show I can have longevity in this league. I feel like him going to the Nets only hurted his career because they didn't really use him and they didn't really need him. And when they picked him up, they was only using it to get picks. They didn't really want to keep Faried. He was not a part of their future. He was not a part of their long-term plans. He was really a salary dump. We'll take Kenneth Faried from you. We'll take the picks, and we'll hold on to his contract until we can buy him out or until it expires. And when that happens, we're going to move on from him. He was never a player that they needed or wanted. He was just a person that they traded for just to get picks in return, and he was basically nothing to them. And now it's going to be interesting to see how he plays with the Rockets, knowing that this could be his last window of being in the NBA. He can be overseas next year depending on how he plays with this Rockets team. But I feel like the best part about it is he's playing with a coach like Mike D'Antoni, and he's playing with a player like James Harden and Chris Paul when he gets back, hopefully, that can really make his job a lot easier and really can take advantage of, having him on the court. But he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to claw. And he's going to have to give it his all because this could be very well it for him and his career in the NBA because he is extinct. He can't shoot threes, can't really shoot free throws. So this could be it for him. And I think he has to have that mindset going into Houston that this is a big opportunity for my career. This is make or break. And if he goes in there, play as hard, with every possession, try to contest, try to play defense, rebound like he's a rebounding monster, roll in the pick and roll, stay around the rim, and continue to move so that way you can sneak, do his little slithering moves. And if he brings that Kenneth Faried that was in Denver to Houston, then I can definitely see him playing another 2 to 3 years in the league. But if he comes there moping and mad and complaining about minutes, complaining about touches, or when Clint Capella goes back, his minutes go back down, or he doesn't really fit, that's all going to go against him when he becomes a free agent, if he gets released or waived, or if they do sign him for the rest of the year and keep using him. This will make or break his career. I really want to see what's going to happen because I feel like Austin Rivers, the way he played with the Wizards, was a bad stint, and he has picked it back up playing with the Rockets now that Chris Paul is out. They gave him the minutes, and he has been solid for them, and a lot of people are starting to praise him for his play with the Rockets. But the funny thing is, these were a lot of the same people that was against him, and now that he's playing on a bigger team and they're winning games and he's hitting shots, it enhanced his brand and image again. And hopefully Kenneth Faried can look at this as that opportunity and resurrect his career, or even show that he still can do it. But he's going to eventually going to have to figure it out, unless he's going to be out of the league. And I think that's something that he got to start thinking as he get older and as he starts seeing the league evolve. He's 29 years old. He'll be 30 next year. So eventually he's going to either have to evolve or he's going to have to adapt, or if he can't do either or, he'll be gone. So let me know what you guys think. Will Kenneth Faried play hard? Will he go out there and be the missing piece that they need to continue to compete in the West, to stay in the playoffs and stay having home court advantage? Or do you think he's done? He can't shoot. He can't do anything outside of dunk. And, that's all they really going to need him to do in Houston. But, that could either hurt him if he doesn't do anything significant. So I already know some people going to like it. Some people going to hate it. Some people going to love it. Most of all the Rockets fans love everybody that they pick up anyway. But I do feel like he's going to fit in exactly what he did. A lot of Amari things. The only difference was Amari would take the mid-range jumper. And Kenneth Faried, he eventually going to have to learn that. But like I said about Josh Smith couldn't shoot threes or nothing when he got to Houston. He was able to become a decent, respectable three-point shooter while he was in Houston that season, and even helped them make it to the Western Conference Finals. And if Kenneth Faried can come into that open-minded mindset that he can do more, he can expand his game, and this is the opportunity that I need. This is a team that really wants me because they pursued him quickly, and they already told him that they want him to be on the roster, and they're going to try to sign him on Monday. If they show him that he wanted and he really want to go out there and take advantage of this opportunity, he's going to have to be able to fit in. He's going to have to be able to adapt. He's going to have to be able to change. And if he doesn't do that, that can be his career right there, because he's already basically dying out as a player because of how the NBA is going. So at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. Check out my older videos. If you like this video, I break down basketball. I talk about the hottest topics, just like trades, free agency signing, NBA draft, preview of the season. I do it all. I try to go 365. If I miss a day, it'd be rare. At the end of the day, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, like I said, check out my spread shirt, like I said in the beginning of the video. And thanks for the support. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. And let me know what you guys think. Will Faried make it? Will he lose it? Will he play harder? Will he do more? Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. Let me know in the comment section below.